Stick to the side. Our warm-up starts directly in front of the cage, working with our stance right here. When we teach our skill, we want to emphasize to see the ball first, step to the ball, and soft hands. And beginning without the stick, we overemphasize every step. So here we go, mark set. We go through our warm-up, and the warm-up is the same every day, beginning with our hand movement. So stick side high, beginning with mark stance. Here we go. Now, points of emphasis for Mark, when we're working on the steps here, and we're going to have you freeze, okay? Mark tracks the ball, I hand ball. Exactly. Get set, freeze. Teaching cues that we want to emphasize. I hand ball, drawing a straight line to the ball, having 7 specific movements to each shot. And right now we're working on stick side high. The first cue, how we start ultimately is how we want to finish. And we want to emphasize with toes to the line. So as you can see, Mark's stance is almost identical to what he started with, okay? And this right here works on all the energy that comes from that shot. Mark now wants to put it into his body. So with this step, get set again. One more. He's even going to give our cradle step, our mature step, our recruiting step. From a goaltending standpoint, we want to show soft hands. Here we go, ball's top right. How we start is how we finish. The next cue we want to emphasize, okay, is getting our toes to the line, forcing our goaltender to make a good hard step and emphasize getting those toes to the crease line. Emphasizing the step, attacking the ball. Here we go, one more. Good. Coming pipe to pipe. So here we go, Mark's ball side. We're going to demo this very, very carefully. Now, when the ball is stick side high, not yet on the feed, sorry. We're going to develop this into 3 steps. On this pipe to pipe feed, okay, emphasizing where that top hand goes, his body will follow. So on this feed, Mark's going to throw his top hand, taking a step into the cage. Ultimately, the quickest trip, A to B, is a straight line. Well, ultimately what we want to do, we want to make a V-step in order to buy time to allow us to get set to make the save. So here we go. Mark's going to go slow step. There we go. Freeze at point 1. Go ahead. On the feed, Mark throws his stick. We want to emphasize getting this back foot into the cage, ultimately taking a step back and trying to buy time in order to take up as much space as possible as well. And we're lucky with Mark, with the Salacasio build, he takes up a lot of cage. The next step, Mark throws his stick, step 1. Step 2, he takes that step into the cage. And 3, he ultimately wants to walk himself up to a ready position. We want to, get set again. We want to teach the skill almost to the point where the goaltender wants to slam into the pipe. Because we know that if he slams into the pipe, he's in the cage, staying big, taking up as much goal as possible, trying to buy time in order to get a piece of that shot. What we want to eliminate, get set, and again, this is a quick movement, but the points we want to stress, if Mark doesn't take that flat step and he's going as quickly as possible on this feed, his weight may carry him out of the goal, and he's not able to react to the next move. So on our pipe-to-pipe save, we'll break it down into 4 steps. Go ahead. On the first one, Mark throws his hands. Good. Second step, step that foot back, trying to take up as much goal as possible. 2 or 3, he walks up to get big. And the 4th one is that he makes that movement controlled enough that he's able to react on a second feed. And we'll try to do this in real time. Walk and Mark, go ahead. As quickly as possible. Here we go. Nice. Last one. Good. That's awesome right there.